All right, so we're just going to keep working on solving radical equations. If we take a look at this first example, just like we were doing with our square roots, notice this is a cube root. We'll talk about that in a second, but you do want to isolate the radical. So I have nothing outside this, which is good. Now, what we did before with our square roots is we would square both sides to cancel a square root. Well, this is not a square root, it's a cube root. So to cancel a cube root, we will cube both sides. So we do want to pay attention to what radical is being used in the equation, and then we will use the appropriate exponent. So a cube will cancel a cube root, leaving us with 2x minus 4, and then 2 to the third power is 8, and then we just solve this. Add 4 to both sides. We have 2x equals 12. Divide both sides by 2 and we get x equals 6. But remember, does x really equal 6? Well, we got to check our answer. So we go back to the original cube root of 2 times 6 minus 4. We want to know, does that equal 2? All right, so we have the cube root of 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. And the cube root of 8 is 2. So it works out. X does equal 6. All right, our next example, we have 2 times the cube root of x minus 1. So again, we need to isolate the radical, which is right here. We have a 2 and a negative 1 to get to the other side, so we always start with the plus or minus numbers when we solve an equation. So 2 times the cube root of x equals 4. Now we're going to divide both sides by 2. We have the cube root of x is equal to 2. And now that we have the cube root isolated, we can go ahead and cube both sides. Leaves us with x is equal to 8. So we got x equals 8, but we have to check it. So 2 times the cube root of 8 minus 1, we want to know, does that equal 3? So again, I'm not going to move any of these numbers over to the right side of the equal sign. A check means we just simplify each side separately and see if the two sides are equal. So the cube root of 8 is 2. So I have 2 times 2 minus 1. 2 times 2 is 4 minus 1, which is 3, equal to 3, so it worked out. So x does equal 8.